love a good, chilling horror story, we may have found just the right book from you, and it's from a local author. It's called A Cold Night For Alligators, and Viggy Parr Hampton is the author. Viggy, it is great to have you on the show with us, and this is your first published book, right?
Yes, that's correct. I actually wrote this in 2019, and it took 5 long, hard years of work, but I'm so happy it's finally here and it can be in your hands.
So how is it being received? It's already out there, so how are people receiving the book?
It's been so great. I mean, we actually hit #2 on Ghost new releases on Amazon 24 hours after publication.
Wow.
Second only to John Grisham, so that's good competition.
That's pretty good. Okay, so you are an epidemiologist. How
Yes.
did that play a role in the story, and where did the idea come from?
Sure, so I did my graduate training at Emory's Rollins School of Public Health, which is right across the street from the CDC. And while I was there, I worked on the national guidelines for the clinical management of botulism. I know that's a mouthful. While I was at CDC, and that was really the germ for this story, so to speak.
Oh, I love it.
Thank
the
you.
germ.
And my main character is an epidemiologist who goes rogue to chase a mysterious outbreak to an abandoned theme park in Savannah, where dark forces stir.
Well, and I was reading about you that you had an experience when you were younger on a ghost tour, right? And that also kind of inspired this or planted the seed for the story?
Absolutely. We've been coming to Savannah since I was 13, and we've done a ghost tour almost every time we've been here. I love the ghost tours, and one time I think I was at the Sorrel Weed House, and I was just taking pictures, just seeing what I could see. And then when I got back on the bus, I looked at my camera, and there was a ghost in the window.
Oh.
There was a ghost in the window, and I thought, okay, this is it. I have to set my story here in Savannah.
Okay, so let's talk about the scenery that you use in Savannah. Tie it all in with the city.
Sure, so there are several streets and squares that people will recognize, and then I also featured local businesses like Rhett Restaurant, which is at Plant Riverside, and the DeSoto Hotel. And the theme park is fictional, but who knows, maybe one day we can get to build one.
Can you reveal a little more of the story, or you want to hold some of that back for people to read the book?
I'll hold back some spoilers, but I will say that while our epidemiologist is there, he kind of becomes entangled with a very tortured soul and a pair of urban explorer YouTuber brothers who were my favorite characters to read.
Okay, I'm getting excited about this. Now, you also have a podcast.
I do.
Tell our viewers about that.
So it's called Horror, Humor, Hunger, and it's about all things spooky. And each season is inspired by a short story or a novel of mine. And at the end of it, we have a recipe that is inspired by the story.
Oh my gosh.
That's where the hunger part comes in. So I love doing the podcast, and it's really helped me build an audience not only of readers, but of other podcasters who have also had me on their shows.
Well, I'm glad you're talking to our audience today because I know they're going to be very excited about this. So what's the easiest way to get one of your books?
You can get it in ebook or paperback format on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local bookseller, really all major book retailers.
Okay, Viggy, thank you so much.
Thank you.